Hi, I'm David Procyshyn from Do Yoga With Me. This class focuses on core strength, stability, and uses a chair to get some really great stretches around the pelvis. You'll either need a couple of blocks like this one for this class, or different blocks, or you can fold up a couple of thick, firm blankets and have them nearby. So I get you to start sitting cross-legged with your left foot on the floor in front of your right leg, and then place the hands on your thighs. So today we're going to focus a lot on core activation and alignment through sitting bones, pelvis, all the way up through the top of the head. We want to start strengthening the core and then establishing how it feels to be in alignment in whatever we do so that we're strong and stable when we do it. Okay, so left foot in front, right foot behind. You're gonna lean forward, hands on the thighs. We're just gonna start by warming up the body a little bit. So I want you to lean a little bit from side to side. And eventually as you come forward, you'll feel a stretch in your hips, and then turn this into a big circle. So the next time you sway to the right, go all the way back so you feel yourself coming on the back edge of your sitting bones, then to the left, and then forward. And feel your pelvis rolling on the floor as you do this. Nice big circles. And you make them as big as you can, like you're drawing a circle on the ceiling with the top of your head. And you're making that circle as big as you can, keeping the spine nice and tall. So the spine is moving as a unit all the way around. Okay, and then next time you come forward, change the direction of that circle. Okay, and the next time you come forward, I want you to place your hands on the floor. Or if they don't reach, your hands go on your legs. And then sink down as far as it's comfortable for you. So just let the head drop, let the spine drop. And once you feel the stretch deepen, you can push the outer edge of your left foot into the ground and lift the ankle. You'll feel that pull in the outer part of the leg. And then again, you'll sway a little bit. So the rib cage sways from side to side. The head can just drop down. And the sway encourages the hips to loosen. So let those muscles go as you're holding the stretch. And the next time you sway to the right, walk your hands along with the body. Reach the left arm across the body, like you want to touch the wall beyond your kneecap. Square the rib cage to the thigh and then sink. And every time you breathe in, I want you to see if you can walk the hands further away from that right leg. As you anchor your left sitting bone down, lift the rib cage away from the left hip bone, and then exhale and sink. And then do that 2 more times. Deepen the stretch by inhaling, lengthening away from the hip bone, anchoring the left hip, and then exhale, sink. Let the rib cage drop closer to the right thigh. 1 more time. And then walk the hands back to center. And press your hands into the floor to come up. Extend your right leg out to the side. Out to the side as much as you can. Place the bottom of the foot to the inner thigh. And then stretch this leg straight. Flex the toes back and drop your right arm inside the leg, palm facing up. If you can tuck the palm under the calf. If that's not possible, just leave the arm inside the leg. Place the left hand on your lower back. Now lift the pelvis up so you're right on top of the sitting bones. Lift the heart. Press your right thigh bone down, flex the toes back, and then sweep the left arm over the head. And firm up the elbow as you reach for the fingertips. Now when you're working with the breath, when you breathe in, lift the heart. You can use the right arm as leverage to turn the heart up a little bit higher. And then when you exhale, reach long through the fingertips over the head. Inhale, turn the rib cage up. Exhale, lengthen out the left side as you anchor the left hip into the ground. And then 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Next breath in, come up. Place the left palm on the floor just behind the hip. We're coming up on the knee and the heel. Raise the right arm, push the pelvis up. Press both thighs to the ceiling, and then sweep the right arm directly over the head, like you want to touch the floor beyond the crown. Thigh bones press up, belly tucks in. Lift the heart, reach through the fingertips, and press those right toes down. One more breath. Okay, lower the hips. Left foot comes in front of the right. Place the hands on the thighs, lean forward. Once you feel the stretch, sway from side to side. Loosening up the hips and the back, spine stays nice and long. And the next time you sway to the right, turn it into a circle. Nice big circle. Again, like you're drawing a circle on the ceiling with the top of the head. Next time you come forward, change the direction of that circle. Next time you come forward, place the hands on the leg or the floor. Walk your hands forward if you can. Let the head drop. Press the outer edge of your right foot into the ground to lift the ankle, just so you stabilize that ankle joint. Let the head drop. And then again, you can sway a little bit from side to side. And these are great stretches to loosen up the hips. Just take one more breath here. The next time you sway to the left, walk the hands over to the left. Reach the right arm across. Lengthen through the fingertips and then place the palm on the floor. Anchor your right hip into the ground. Take a breath in, lift the ribs away from the hip bone. And then exhale and sink. So you're doing that with the breath. Anchoring the right hip, inhale, lift the ribs away from the hip bone. Exhale, sink a little bit more. Don't forget to press the outer edge of the foot into the ground. Lift the ankle. One more time, one more breath. Walk the hands back to center. Press yourself up. And extend the left leg out to the side. Bring it out as far as you can. Place the bottom of the right foot to the inner thigh. Drop the left arm inside the leg, palm facing up. Tuck the hand under the calf if you can. Right hand to your lower back. Now lift the spine. Lift the heart. Press your left thigh bone down, flex the toes back. Sweep the right arm directly over the head, long, like you want to touch your left toes. Left thigh bone presses down, flex the toes. Lean into that right sitting bone and then lengthen through the right fingertips and rotate the chest up to the ceiling. 2 more breaths here. Deep, slow breathing. Okay, breathe in to come up. Plant the right palm behind the hip. Coming up on the knee and the heel, push up. Point the left toes down, sweep the left arm over the head like you want to touch the floor behind your head. Thigh bones press up firmly, left toes point down, lengthen through the left fingertips. 1 more breath here, stretching from toes to fingertips. Lower the hips. Good, now bring the left leg back in, join the bottoms of the feet. And pull the heels in as close as you can. Cradle the feet, lift the knees up so that you can tilt the pelvis forward. You want to come right up on top of the sitting bones, maybe even the front edge of the sitting bones. And then press the shoulder blades into the back. Lift up through the top of the head so the spine is nice and long. Then press the thigh bones down, move the kneecaps away from each other. Thigh bones down, kneecaps away. And then let's see if we can start to bring the belly closer to the big toes. Keep lifted, don't round your back. Keep the shoulder blades pressing forward. Belly to toes, thigh bones down. belly to toes, thigh bones down. 2 more breaths here. And as you're holding the pose, see if you can balance effort and release. So you want to put that effort in, but don't cause stiffness. Allow the muscles to let go. Okay, let's release the stretch, lift the knees. And then straighten the legs out on your mat. Give them a shake. Then I'm going to get you to prop yourself up on something. Folded blanket's great. A pillow's great as long as it's firm enough that you're not shifting around too much on it. And you want it to be high enough so that when your legs are straight in Dandasana, you can easily lift the spine upright. And I'm going to get you to check that out first. So we're going to straighten out the legs. And then I want you to place one of your hands, the back of the hand, on the lower back, and check out what's going on right now. If you feel it rounding back a little bit, we're going to lift it. If you feel it upright, we're going to lift it even more. We want a little bit of an arch forward in that natural lumbar curve. So get that lift, even if you have to bend your knees. Get that lift up, come right up on top of the sitting bones, maybe even the front edge of the sitting bones. Keep that, lift up to the top of the head, press the shoulder blades into the back, and then place both palms on the floor right beside your hips. And then see if you can keep that lift, push the hands into the floor, lift up higher, and then slide your heels away without losing that lift in your lower back. Now flex the toes and spread them out. Push through the heels, press the thigh bones down, lift that sacrum forward, shoulder blades forward, lift up through the top of the head. Let's stay here for 2 breaths. Every time you exhale, I want you to see if you can lift the sacrum forward just a little bit more. Every time you inhale, the shoulder blades lift the heart and you lift the base of the skull so the neck is nice and long. One more breath. Okay, now step the hands behind you, slide the feet in, bring the inner feet and the knees together, and then rock the knees from side to side, just to loosen up the hips. Let the knees drop down so that you feel a little bit of a twist on either side. And then bring the knees back up to center. Straighten out your legs, walk the hands in a little bit closer just so you can prop yourself up tall. Lift the pelvic floor, squeeze the muscles in around the waist, sit up tall, take a breath in. Now we're going to lift right thigh to lower back. So exhale, slide the heel in, right thigh to lower back, press the belly in, lift the foot off the floor, see how high you can bring it, and then lower the foot back down and inhale. Left leg, slide the heel in, thigh to lower back as you press the belly in, lift the foot. Inhale, slide it away. Exhale, right foot. Lift up through the top of the head. Inhale. Exhale, left foot. Lift it as high as you can, press the belly in, sit up tall. Inhale. Okay, one more time, right leg. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left leg. Inhale. Good. Dandasana. Palms beside your hips. Remember all of those elements. So from the toes, flex them back, push through the heel. Make sure the feet are parallel. Press the thigh bones down, kneecaps pointing straight up. And then lift through the lower back, sacrum forward, shoulder blades press forward, lift up through the top of the head. One breath here. So even though this pose looks fairly gentle and easy, it can be hard, and we want to balance effort and release. So don't stiffen yourself. Energize to create the length. And allow the release in the body, particularly through the legs and the lower back. Okay, so let's release the stretch. Now grab the backs of your legs, lift the knees, place the block or your firm pillow in between the knees, and then start to walk the feet towards you until you can balance on your hips. Now squeeze the block, make sure the hips, knees, and the ankles are in the same line, and then lean back until your feet can hover off the floor. Lift up through the top of the head, squeeze the block nice and firm, lift through the pelvic floor, squeeze around the waist, and then bring those thigh bones closer to the lower back as you lift up through the top of the head. This is option 1, you can stay here. Option 2, you let the legs go. Take a breath in, knees squeeze in, flex the toes, lift up. Exhale, your right foot lifts a little bit higher. Lift it as high as you can. Inhale, lower that foot down. Same thing with the left foot. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Feel those thigh muscles engaging. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, lower. I won't lie, this is hard. Exhale, left foot. Squeeze those knees in. Inhale, lower. Exhale, both feet. Inhale, lower. Plant the feet. Place the block off to the side. Step your hands behind you. Rock the knees from side to side. Keep those hips nice and loose. Okay, so let's bring those knees back up. And then flip the hands, palms down, fingers pointing forward. Press the shoulders back, lift the heart. Firm up your elbows. This is stage 1. If you want a deeper stretch, press your hips up into reverse tabletop. Look up, thigh bones press up, shoulders press down, and the heart reaches for the ceiling. And lower the hips. Dandasana, straighten out the legs. Might want to pull the flesh out to root the sitting bones down. Place the palms down and find Dandasana right away. It's like your body knows the imprint now. Lengthen through the heels, flex the toes, sacrum presses forward, shoulder blades press forward, lift up through the top of the head. One more breath, one deep, slow breath here. Work into the pose and allow the release to happen. Okay, now let's see if we can hover the hands. Keep the lift, keep the strength, place the palms together. Now root the four corners of the hands, especially the base knuckle of the index finger. Keep the lift in the lower back, lift up through the top of the head, and now raise the arms up. Firm up the elbows. So now lengthen from tailbone to fingertips, but shift those sitting bones back, sacrum forward, lifting the lower back and the thigh bones pressing down. And now bring the arm bones behind the head. Lift up through the fingertips more, bring the arm bones behind the head. Lift up more, press the thigh bones down, flex the toes, stay for one more breath. And then sweep the arms back, place the palms on the ground behind you. Slide the feet in, knees are bent, rock them from side to side. Okay, lift the knees, grab onto your pillow or your block, slip it between the knees, grab the legs, lean back, lift the pelvic floor right up through the top of the head, squeeze the block between the knees, and then press your belly in and connect thigh bone to lower back, and then lean back until the feet can hover off the floor. If you want, let the legs go or hold on to them, whatever feels better for you. You don't want to strain your lower back. Take a breath in, sit up tall. Left foot lifts first, exhale. Inhale, let it lower. Right foot, exhale. Inhale, lower. Left foot, exhale. Inhale, lower. Right foot, exhale. Inhale, lower. Both feet, exhale. Bend, lower, place the block to the side, place your hands behind you, palms down, fingers pointing forward. Lift the heart, press the shoulders back. keep the hips on the floor or press the hips up into reverse tabletop. Lift the heart, shoulders down, lift the thighs. One more breath here. And lower the hips. Now we're going to come right up to standing. So you can come onto your hands and knees, tuck your toes under, and come right up to standing. So we're going to come up to waterfall pose first. Tuck the toes, let the arms and the head hang down. And then ragdoll your way all the way up to standing. Once you're at the top, roll the shoulders out a couple times. And then you can move the blanket out of the way. And then take your chair and place it right at the front of your mat, with the bottom of the chair facing you. And you want to stand a couple feet away from that chair and place the hands on your hips. So let's stand really tall. Imagine that block is still between your thighs. Give it a squeeze, press it back. Lift the pelvic floor, squeeze the belly in. Shoulder blades into the heart, lift up through the top of the head. Now let's lean into the right foot and then raise that left knee right up. Try to drop the left hip as you lift the thigh. Lift the top of the head up towards the ceiling. Now take a breath in here. And when you exhale, reach the left foot forward, place the foot flat on the chair, and then lean into that foot a little bit. But press your right heel into the floor, press the thigh bone back, keep lifting up through the pelvic floor, belly tucks in, and then lean into that left foot as much as you can, but keep the right foot anchored firmly. Keep the pelvis coming upright, keep the rib cage shifting back, and shift even deeper into that left foot. Let the hips drop down, but don't let the right knee bend. One more breath. Okay, shift into the back foot until you can hover the left foot off the chair and then place it down. Right away, lean into your left foot, stabilize through the hip and the top of the head, and float the right knee up to hip level. Pause, stand tall, shoulder blades into the back, and now push the right heel forward and then place the foot flat on the chair. Anchor the left heel firmly down, press the thigh bone back, and then lean into the lunge, into that right foot. Keep pressing the left heel firmly back, same with the left thigh. Shift the rib cage back and then sink a little bit more. Sink, sink, sink. Rib cage shift back up through the top of the head. Sink even further down. One more breath. Okay, shift your weight into the back foot until you can hover the right foot off the ground and then place it back down. Lean right into the right foot. Float the left knee and balance. Stand tall. Push the left heel forward. Place the foot flat on the chair. Press your right thigh bone back. Shift the rib cage back. Stand tall and then lean. Press your right heel firmly into the floor. Press the right thigh bone back. Shift down. Now bring your palms together. Again, rooting the base knuckle of your index finger. That's the most important part. Raise the arms up. Firm elbows, reach through the fingertips. Again, right thigh bone, right heel, press firmly back. Let your hips sink even more. And then firm up the elbows and press the arm bones behind the ears. Firm up the elbows, press the arm bones back. One more breath. Okay, palms to the heart, hands to the hips. Lean into the back foot. Again, hover the left foot off the chair and then quietly place it back down. Lean into the left foot, stand tall, hover the right knee up. Push through the heel, place the foot flat on the chair. Press that left heel down, thigh bone back. Lean into the lunge. Left thigh bone back, palms together. Shift the rib cage back, raise the arms up. Again, base knuckle of the index fingers stay rooted. Reach up through the fingertips and then let the hips sink. Keep the left thigh bone pressing down, heel pressing down, thigh bone pressing back. Reach up, arm bones back, firm up the elbows. One more breath. Palms to the heart, hands to the hips. Bring your weight into the left foot, hover the right, and then place that foot back down. Now let's find mountain pose for a moment. Arms along your sides. The shoulder blades lift the heart, lift up to the top of the head. Keep those thigh bones active, like they're still squeezing the block and pressing back. One breath here. Okay, so let's move that chair just a little bit further away, just a few inches. Lean into the right foot, hands on the hips. Again, float the left knee up. And pause. Get your balance. This time we're going to push through the heel, but rest the heel on the chair with a straight leg. Take a breath in, sit up tall. Exhale, push the left heel away until the leg is straight. Hover for a moment, and then rest the back of the heel on the chair. Now pull the left hip back, stand tall, take a breath in, and now walk the hands down your front leg. Lift the toes, and then until your hands slide down as far as they can, you can round the back, let the head drop. You can even tug on the left toes with your hand. Left thigh bone drops, right thigh bone presses back. Stay here for a breath. And then make your way back up. Now place the hands on the hips. Now we're stepping back to warrior one. So this left foot will hover and then step back onto the mat. So take a breath in first, lift the pelvic floor, lift up through the top of the head. Exhale, hover the foot, stay. And now take a big step back. Plant the heel. Straighten the front leg. As you pull the right hip back, press the back heel into the ground, bring the pelvis upright. And then bend your front knee. Keep the outer edge of your back heel firmly planted. Good, bring the palms together. Remember to root the base knuckle of the index fingers. Raise the arms up, firm elbows. Keep planting that back heel. Pulling the left hip forward, right hip back. Reach up through firm elbows. One more breath here. Okay, hands return to the hips. Lean into your right foot. Let's see if we can gracefully sweep this left knee right up to hip level in one move. And then lower that foot down. Lean into it. Raise the right knee. Pause. Balance. Stand tall. Take a breath in. Push through the right heel until the leg is straight, hover, and then lower the heel down. Flex the toes, take a breath in, stand tall, and then exhale, walk the hands down the leg until you feel the stretch in the back of your right leg. Flex the toes, you may even want to give the toes a tug. And then make your way back up. Hands to the hips. Remember to hover the foot for a moment. Sit tall or stand tall. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the foot, hover. And then big step back. Plant the heel. Square the hips forward. Push the back heel firmly into the ground. Bring the pelvis up. right up through the top of the head, and then bend the front knee. Palms together. Keep them glued together as you raise the arms up. Firm elbows. Reach up through the fingertips. Press that back heel into the ground and deepen the bend in the front knee. One more breath here. Okay, hands return to the hips. Lean into the front foot. Again, gracefully sweep that right knee up to hip level in one move. And then lower your foot and find mountain pose. Exhale. Inhale, sweep both arms up above the head. Exhale, fold over the legs. Let the arms drape down. Pause for a moment. And then bend your knees. Drop down onto your knees. Place your palms on the bottom of the chair. Spread out the fingers. Walk your knees back until your hips are right over your knees. Firm elbows. Lift your elbows and let your chest and your head drop down. So keep the elbows lifting. Keep reaching through the fingertips. And let the chest and the head sink. 2 breaths here. Okay, lift out of the pose, place your palms down. You might want to give your shoulders a couple of circles here. And then make your way onto your bum. I'm going to move the chair out of the way. Grab your folded blanket, sit right up on top of it, stretch your legs forward. Place your palms right beside your hips for Dandasana. Sacrum forward, thigh bones down, toes flex back, heart lifts, shoulders back. Lift up through the top of the head. Okay, so let's practice that leg lift again. So this time we're going to keep the hands where they are. Press the belly in. Take a breath in, sit up tall. And now exhale, slide the right heel in. Thigh bone to lower back, press the belly in, lift the foot. And this time we're going to step it outside of the thigh. Flatten it down on the floor. Grab the shin bone with your left hand. Pull it further, closer to the left hip. And then wrap your left arm around the knee. Place your right hand behind you. Sit up tall. Hug the knee across. And then turn back to the right. Try to come right up on top of the sitting bones. Sacrum pressing towards the left toes. Every time you exhale, turn base of the ribs, mid ribs, upper ribs, shoulder. Then look over the shoulder. Deepening the twist with every breath out. Okay, and then turn forward. Palms come down for Dandasana. Stretch out the right leg and find it right away. Again, it's like an imprint that you keep returning to. Energize the body, find strength and stability. Take a breath in. Left foot slides towards you as you exhale, and then hover the foot. And then place it flat outside the thigh. Pull it closer to the hip if you can. Wrap the right arm around the knee, step your left hand behind you. Breathe in, sit tall, hug the knee across. Exhale, turn back to the left. Nice long spine. Hug the knee across, sit tall, turn further to the left. Stay for 2 more breaths. And then turn forward. Stretch out the left leg. Scoot your bum off of the blanket, place it off to the side, and lay down on your back. Bring the knees up to the chest. Hug them in. Rock a little bit from side to side, and we'll finish with a double knee stacked hip twist. So you can bring the arms out to the sides, palms facing up. And then drop the knees down to the left. You might want to scoot the hips a little bit to the right first. You might want to slip a block under your left thigh if you need it. Keep your right shoulder anchored on the floor. You can use your left hand to guide the knees deeper and then turn the head to the right. Let's take 2 deep, slow breaths here. Okay, turn the head to look up. Lift the knees. You might want to scoot the hips, lift them and move over to the left, and then drop the knees to the right. Again, doing your best to stack them on the floor if you can. And then turn your head to the left. 2 breaths here. Turn the head to look up. Lift the knees. Center the pelvis. Hug the knees into the chest. And then right into our final rest pose, Shavasana. Here is where you rest. So you let everything go. Let the arms and the legs become completely limp. Turn off everything. Turn off the nervous system. Turn off everything that worries you. Plans, anxiety. Turn it all off. And simply allow yourself to rest. And relax. And relax. And relax. And then when you're ready, you can start to bring a little bit of movement into your body, fingers and toes. Think of your whole body is stretched by reaching beyond the crown of your head, pushing down through the heels, stretch. And when the hands come forward, the knees can float up. hug them in. And then roll to one side. And stay there for a moment in fetal position. You can rest your head on your bottom arm. And then press yourself up to seated position. Cross your legs. Bring your palms together. And then reconnect to that core strength that comes from the pelvic floor, that wraps around your waist, and that connects to the limbs, right up through the spine, to the top of the head, to the fingertips and the toes. And not only is this your center for strength and stability, it's also your center for energy flow. And so remain aware of not only the strength that you gain from connecting to this part of your body, but also the constant awareness of the balance of effort and release. So only the effort that you need to maintain the stability and the strength while moving in an effortless way, and especially allowing the muscles to let go that you're stretching when you're doing yoga. And in your everyday life, moving and feeling your body in a relaxed, sensitive, effortless way. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.